Hey there everyone, so I'm doing some Hoopa gameplay in Pokémon Unite, and if you know me, if you've seen some of my other videos, Trick Hoopa, Shadow Ball, love it, amazing. I'm using also some new Resonant Guard, and I am pretty excited to try it out on some Hoopa for you guys, because I think this build is pretty good. Even more shields. Look at that. I can give a shield to my teammate with Resonant Guard every 10 seconds, and it's a pretty decent sized shield. And also, imagine that on top of a trick shield. Double shields. Pretty nice and strong, makes your teammates pretty beefy. And I unfortunately missed that. See, they're even using some Resonant Guard Hoopa, which I think Resonant Guard's just a great support item in general. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be going Trick or not on the enemy side, but I know for a fact I will. And if the Squirtle was near me, I would love to give him this experience, but he is not, so I will not be doing that. Yeah, double shield, no, he's going Hyperspace Hole, which I do think is a good move. Probably better in competitive, but, I think this build is pretty good too, and I think no one ever talks and mentions anything about Trick Hoopa. I think it is probably one of the most underrated builds in the entire game. Why? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's maybe just because, people think Hyperspace Hole and Phantom Force is that good, which it is pretty good, but, I feel like there is a very different playstyle to playing a Trick Shadow Ball Hoopa. Because Trick Shadow Ball Hoopa relies on, I guess, maybe more aggressive tendencies, while Hyperspace Hole is more of the map pressure, and you can, just warp around the map, making plays and rotating with your team. But this build, you can still rotate decently well with, too, because of Trick's speed boost. And not only that, you can provide really good protection to your teammates by going Trick as well. So that allows them to either catch up with things and play a bit more aggressively, because Shadow Ball stun is amazing with Trick. It is an instant stun, and it can be an instant stun on multiple people. It does pretty solid damage. And it just allows for a lot of playmaking and a lot of aggression too. Look at this Venusaur. Just full combo. Shadow Ball can do that. I think this build is really good and no one talks about it. And I have been saying this for a pretty long time. I have been a firm believer in this build, I think ever since I started playing Pokémon Unite on this channel at least. I don't think I was as much of a Hoopa player when I first started recording at least. And definitely not when I first got Hoopa, but it's been at least a year that I've been calling this build amazing, and underrated. But I definitely see why people like Hyperspace Hole and Phantom Force more. But I feel like it is still worth a try if you want to give a pretty decent build a try here. Fortunately, I go down there, and I can't do much about it, because, there's just multiple guys here. So, Blastoise is up top, and I don't mind the Blastoise being up top, but they are just getting experience. I don't know if they're stacking or anything. I wasn't really paying too much attention up there. So it depends on, how much they're getting done while they're up there. Because let's say they're stacking, getting things. Look at that nice steal with the Shadow Ball. Good job. Let's see this. I think I should get the score because I have the 40 points. Thank you, team. And now we can rotate up top. You see, this is why I don't mind the Blastoise staying up top, is I don't know if someone was pressuring up top, but he's at least there to make sure the goal doesn't break, so now we have a bit of priority on this top side. Look at that big shield. almost fully remove any damage done to the Dragon Bolt there, and myself, by that Blastoise special. We are going for this play. I don't mind. I'm going to hold out here to try and prevent a steal. Good job. There is a Dragon Bolt about. I am being full Charizard comboed. I'd probably go down here. Yeah, he just full destroys me here. We do get it in. Dragapult hopefully gets out and preserves a potential shutdown. Good. He does get out. And that's good, I guess. Ooh, he gives that action. Now that's not good. You see, look at that stun on the Shadow Ball, and good damage is done. You also have a lot of range with this build too, so you can somewhat snipe things, and also check shrubs. You know, look at that range. I could easily check the shrub there, if I so wish. It also provides some healing for your team and yourself, because when you have Trick Plus, you get healing for your team for all the damage you do while you have the shield. Good job, guys. This build is also somewhat team fight reliant too. You have to really stick with your team and pick players, and it's a bit more of a pocket thing too. But you know, if you stick with your team, you're just pocketing your whole team, because your whole team benefits from your shields and your speed boost. And whatever the thing is in front chasing the enemy, you can, you know, speed boost it more or help your front line. It just has a lot of uses. And also, like I said, it's just my favorite build too. I really like it. I am getting full Charizard comboed again. They're using so much for this. They lose Regieleki. This is really good for us. Because we use... Maybe we use stuff. We might have actually used stuff, but still, like, we win the fight in the end. Like, it's 4 for 4, but we do get the Regieleki, and we have the Azumarill and my special. They use Venusaur and Blastoise. I don't know if we used our Venusaur and Blastoise. I also just realized we both have a Venusaur and Blastoise. But it's actually very even, because they also have Dragapult and a Hoopa. Wow, we actually have really, really even teams. So funny. Yeah, I have the Dragapult marked here. We're getting the Venusaur picked here. We get the objective too. Dragapults were shredding it, but ours just secures it. I didn't even realize that it was being done. I was so focused on getting the fight. Yeah, no, look at that. Easy win there. Close at the end, because, like I said, both Dragapults were doing it, but I think we won the fight anyway before they secured it. So even if they do get it, we probably still get scoring at least. And I feel like we had a better team fight anyway. Because the only difference was we had Azumarill, they had Charizard. Which actually is also pretty even, because both of those are very pick-based specials. This was the more and more I realized, this game is actually so even. It's like that. I found that very interesting. I did low damage, unfortunately. Normally this build does more damage, but I really, the team fights, you know, like, just had a lot more of those happening. And also, I was always Charizard specialed. Like, I think every special this Charizard used, it just hard focused me. But, you know, played well in the end. Like, right? Well, how was, everyone's moves about the same outside of me and the other Hoopa, I think. Yeah, everyone went about the same builds, too. Overall, really interesting match. and really fun one too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So thank you, and goodbye.